Oh boy, isn't this nostalgic? Many of you know me as the first person to 100% Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Isn't it fun that I'm talking about the game again? Also, a lot of you guys want me to play the game on this channel. I have a gaming channel where I specifically play Sparking Zero, by the way. If you guys want to see Sparking Zero as CROS plays, if any of the lingering Sparking Zero fans on this channel want to see me play it, I'm playing it a lot more because of the DLC. But speaking of DLC, that's what we're talking about today. A lot of drama. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Neo DLC releases tomorrow, and I'm overwhelmed. I'm uber excited. The problem is that people are confused about two things. Biggest thing is that there's no price tag listed for the Sparking Zero DLC, despite the fact that it comes out tomorrow. It's not on the PlayStation Store, it's not on the Steam Store, and I'm guessing it's gonna be about 30 or 40 bucks. It's gonna be annoying to pay for that. That's actually insane. Wish they would have included it with the character pass. I mean, most of us paid like $120 for this game, or at least I did. So that's the first complaint. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Neo DLC, we don't know the price tag. That's just a fair complaint. The second complaint, however, is absolutely insane. I saw the first Broly, but what about this Broly? Come on, what about this Broly in particular? I'm not gonna go through every single post that I've seen of this variety where they're complaining about specific characters that they're not going to play as in the game. When Dragon Ball Sparking Zero first came out, I thought I was gonna see a bevy of characters that everybody was gonna play as. Everybody was saying, man, I'm gonna main Yamcha, I'm gonna pick only Krillin, I'm gonna pick the obscure character 57, Frieza Soldier 2, I'm gonna main Cyberman. And I thought I was going to be able to see that from a lot more people because that's all they kept saying. To talk about this in full, I have to talk about why people want all these random obscure characters, and it's simply because of Budokai Tenkaichi 3. In Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, it boasted an impressive roster and a bunch of random people that nobody actually cared about. You could play as Tambourine. There's a lot of Aurelie fans. I don't want to say people didn't care about Aurelie, but you could play as Aurelie. You could play as Metal Mercenary Tao, like the cyborg version of General Tao. You could play as him. They even had Great Ape Nappa and Great Ape Raditz, which was just a what-if version of scenarios, and what-if characters have been a big staple of a lot of Dragon Ball Z games. I wish they'd add more what-if characters in a lot of these Dragon Ball Z games, such as Tiencha. Tiencha was really cool. They had a Buu that absorbed Frieza and a Buu that absorbed Cell. That was really cool. Or even some random offshoot fusion characters. There actually is, in the files of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, a what-if character of Gohan Black that is available just in the game files. So they do have the capabilities of making what-if characters if they chose to do so. Wouldn't it be cool if we got a Potara version of Frieza and Cooler? That'd be awesome. Potara, Frieza, and Cooler, that'd be sick. I'd like to see Final Form King Code. That'd just be awesome. I would love to see Final Form King Code. They did that in Dragon Ball Multiverse where they had the Final Form of King Code. He was awesome. However, I gotta be real with you guys. You're not gonna play as obscure character 57. You're not. You see, most Dragon Ball Z fans have not seen Dragon Ball. I know that for a fact because I asked them about Dragon Ball and they can't name me most of the characters that I would know. Dragon Ball Z fans want cool, constructive fusion characters or new overpowered characters. You guys want Super Saiyan 5 and new Super Saiyan 4 fusions. You guys just want stronger characters because when Beast Gohan came out, everybody picked Beast Gohan. Barely anybody picked the Gammas when the Gammas came out. Maybe it's because they can't charge, but nobody cares about these side characters that aren't as strong as the big characters. So seeing all these people complain that they don't have their specific character, I know you're not going to play as them. You gonna play as Bacterian? You gonna play as Ranfan? You really about to play as Man Wolf? You gonna play as Pamput? You gonna play as him? You gonna play as King Kappa? You gonna play as Master Mutaito? You gonna play as him? Oh, you wanna play as Drum, Cymbal, or Piano? You wanna play as those characters? You wanna play as them? Colonel Silver, Violet. What about Black? Maybe not Black. Maybe he looks definitively like a racist caricature. I don't know how to feel about this one. It's actually Staff Officer Black, to be quite specific with you. It's a specific name. I really don't think we should have him in the game. You gonna play as Commander Red? No, we got somebody that really loves Fangs the Vampire. Somebody really loves Fangs the Vampire a lot. There are some characters I'd love to see, such as 14 and 15. That'd be cool. But I don't think anybody cares about Apul. Do you want Apul? You want Bujin? You want Bujin in the game? You want Wings? Is that who you want? You want Wings in the game. No, you want Raspberry. That's who you want. You want Raspberry. You want Raspberry and Nyes. You want Nyes in the game. That's who you want. You don't even know these characters, do you? You don't know these characters. Can you tell that I play Legends and Dokkan Battle? Can you tell that? Can you tell that I play Legends and Dokkan Battle? Can you tell that I play those mobile games? You can play You can probably tell because I just know the characters off the top of my head. You can probably just tell that. I think people would like a character such as Hachiyak that appeared in Raging Blast 2. Maybe they may even like to play as Dr. Lychee or Tarble or even Bio Broly. Maybe some movie characters like Bio Broly. That'd be sick. I don't think anybody particularly likes Bio Broly, but I think they'd like to play as him for the novelty or at least have costumes. I'm not truly concerned about the characters in particular. I want at least alternative skins. I want Black Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta back immediately. I would love him back. Right now, I would just love him back. People want like Abo and Kado and Akka and Pui Pui and Yakon and Yamu and oh my god, Topcar. I think his name was Tapcar. They want these characters, right? No, you're not gonna play as these characters. Putting them in and modeling them is absolutely virtually worthless to do so in the game, and I discovered what it is. While it would be cool to play as Magetta or Botamo or Monaka or Dr. Rhoda or Ganos or Majora or Napapa or Prina, you guys might want to play as those characters, right? That'd be cool, but here goes the thing. Dragon Ball fans just want the aspect of saying they have a bunch of characters to pick from. That's it. They just like big number. Same way you guys like power levels and things of that variety, you guys just want the big number. I'm sure nobody is actually riding hard for General Rildo or Ice Shenron. Maybe Ice Shenron, maybe. Because they want Nuova and Ice. They might be at. But no Oceanus or Naturin or Rage or Haze Shenron. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that at all. I'm quite aware nobody cares about those characters. I think it's just a fact to say, hey, these characters are in the game and it's a big number and we have every single Dragon Ball character, because why don't we have a game with every single Dragon Ball character? If this were like, I don't know, One Piece Pirate Warriors, I would deeply understand why you'd want those characters, because it will be nice to play as Garp in One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. That'd be pretty cool. He is in the game now, but he wasn't in the beginning of the game, and that was just kind of just a strange decision. I would like to play as Magellan in Pirate Warriors 4 is a better example, because Magellan is not in Pirate Warriors 4, but he was in the previous Pirate Warriors games, which is just kind of weird. Just kind of weird to do that. It's because these characters were in the previous games and not in the newer games is what's confusing people, because they have the capability to add the characters, but we just don't have them. Also, we're not getting a lot of what if characters. Like, we had Great Ape Fasha. She was in the game. Great Ape Fasha was in the game. Great Ape Nappa, Great Ape Raditz. A Great Ape, just a regular Great Ape would be cool. I'd like to play as a regular Great Ape. I mean, they even modeled the regular Great Ape in the game. If the regular Great Ape is in the game, not sure why we don't have it. That just seems strange to not put it in the game. It would be easy. It would require zero effort to do so. It really sucks, because I'm sure a lot of Dragon Ball fans are just kind of relying on mods at this point. I keep seeing these videos like this on the screen right now. I keep seeing videos like this where it's like a Super Saiyan 5 version of a character and another Super Saiyan 5 version of a character, and it's Dragon Ball AF, because I'm sure that Dragon Ball Z fans only care about big number cool form. It reminds me of when all the fan theories for Gear 5 Luffy were coming out, or if you look up Super Saiyan 100 and you just see Goku with all this ridiculous aspiring hair. People would love this. They would say, oh, this is cool, because I'm sure people don't care about the narrative cohesion of Dragon Ball Z. They just want more Dragon Ball Z, and I understand that so deeply, because people just want more. They want to consume. They don't care about the quality of the content or the quality of the product. People are satisfied with GT. People are satisfied with remakes of Super. They just want more of their favorite thing. Please give me more slop. I'd appreciate it. And I gotta respect that, because that's pretty real. That's honestly real. I do think the drama is really dumb. I'm really happy about the DLC, but I also think that it should have just been added free to the game. I don't know how much this is gonna cost. What if they surprise us all tomorrow and they say, by the way, guys, DLC is free? Wouldn't that be nuts? I mean, it's not gonna happen. However, that would be pretty sick, wouldn't it? Anyways, just want to talk about the drama, the fact that Dragon Ball Z fans don't really care about the characters. They just want the fact of saying they want more characters. They don't really care about playing as the characters, which just feels defeatist, to be quite honest with you. If you guys really wanted proactive change, I'd say probably add some what if characters. That'd be sick, because we haven't had that since, I don't know, Budokai 2 maybe? We had Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta in Raging Blast 2. Now we got an even worse Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta with his hair just going kind of shooting straight up. I don't like the way Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta looks in Daima. I think he looks dumb. I really do think he looks dumb. Like, why is his hair up? Makes zero sense. Makes absolutely zero sense. We literally already had a Super Saiyan. We even had Super Saiyan 3 Broly in Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast 2. We had a Super Saiyan 3 Broly. I don't know if you remember that. Raging Blast 2 had what if characters. We have the possibility to do that. we can do that. There was no Ben 10 fusion generator where you could fuse certain Ben 10 forms with each other. It was really sick. I've spent hours on this Cartoon Network just composite game where you could do that. And if we had something like this in Sparking Zero, a thing where we could fuse the characters, that would create an infinite possibility of making so many different awe-inspiring creations. That'd be awesome. I would love that so much, but we don't. Anyways, I hope Sparking Zero continues to provide more DLC. I know they're probably focusing more on Xenoverse 3 at the current moment because that's a big game that's coming out, and Xenoverse looks pretty good, so I'm really excited about that. If you want to see more Sparking Zero content in particular, stated in the beginning of the video, but I'll state again, CROS Plays right here. Go ahead and check out that side channel. I'll be playing a lot of Sparking Zero over there. I plan on doing a series where I play as each DLC character and try to get 5 wins with each DLC character in single battle mode, which would be pretty sick. So that's what I plan on doing over there. I'll probably make character guides for the characters as well, just to see which DLC characters are the best as well. Also, I'll be at Youmacon in Detroit, Michigan at the end of October. I'll be at this anime convention. I'm doing 10 panels if you guys want to hang out. Since we're talking about anime, I thought I'd just plug this in here. And also, I have another channel, CROS Side Thoughts, where I read Reddit stories if you're curious about that. And if you want to support me, got a Patreon for $1 a month. There's other tiers to the Patreon, but it starts at $1 a month. So if you guys want to help, it's as little as $1 a month to help me out making videos and such. I make count them, 2 videos every single day. With that being said, thanks so much for checking out my video. I'm out. Peace.
Be my Laurel low. Ooh, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you're free.